Hello, welcome. This is Additional Mathematics Form 4 textbook for Chapter 3 System of Equation Intensive Practice 3.2. My name is Terry. In today's video, we're going to discuss the question from this practice 3.2 here, and it is all about solving simultaneous equation. Now, the simultaneous equation in Form 4 ADMATS deals with a linear and a non-linear equation, unlike the one you learned in the lower form, which usually involve two linear equation in two unknown. Okay, now, and to solve linear and non-linear, normally we have to rearrange equations such that one of the variable is written as a subject. Now in this case, you can see that normally we make the equation from the linear equation as a subject, but we have two options here: either to make x as a subject from equation 1 here, the linear equation, or to make y as a subject. Now I will always teach my student to either to consider two factors. Number one, you want to avoid fraction. Number two, you want to have fewer substitution. Now when I say avoid fraction, as in if I make x as a subject, so 3y minus 4, x equals 3y minus 4, and call this equation 3, when I sub inside equation number 2, I would have avoided fraction, right? I don't, if I make y as a subject, for example, I bring the y over, 3y is x plus 4, and y equals to x plus 4 over 3, and I call this equation 3 instead, right? Now just explore the possibility. So the advantage of choosing the first method here, making x a subject, over second method, making y as a subject, is that we could have avoided fraction. However, there's only one point that you have to consider. The second point is that you want to avoid having to substitute too much. Should I say I want to have fewer substitution, because if you make x as a subject, you would have to substitute once and twice. That will make the equation more complicated, right? Now if you choose the second method, although you can you have fraction, but you only need to substitute once, as I put equation 3 inside equation 2. So again, the choice is yours, okay? But for me, in this case, when I look at the length of the equation, I think I don't mind having fraction. Yeah, it's actually easier to get rid of the equation, to simplify the equation, yeah, even though it involves fraction. So I'm going to choose method 2. Okay, you want to choose method 1? Go ahead. Okay, I'm just going to show you method 2 here. So we make, from equation 1, we make y as a subject, and I sub 1 in 2. The moment I substitute here, I don't write y anymore, I write x plus 4 over 3. Yeah, and in order to get rid of fraction, I just multiply everybody by 3. So this will be 3x squared. Now the moment multiplied by 3, the 3 cancel off, no more. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here, and I will have x squared plus 4x minus 120. Okay, we can still add them up. So the 3x squared and x squared, when you add up, you get 4x squared. There's a 4x minus 120, and I think we can still divide by 4 to make the number smaller. So x squared minus x plus x minus 30 equals 0. Now here we can factorize this. What's a factor of 30? 6 and 5. In order to get plus 1x, the bigger number 6 should be positive, smaller number 5 should be negative. So your x is either 5 or negative 6. Now remember, you always have to solve for both. I've got x, I need to find y as well. So I'm just going to put it inside. Should I right here sub in equation number 3? Yeah, negative 6 plus 4 over 3. So this first answer is 9 over 3, which is 3. Second answer, minus 6 plus 4, which is minus 2. So it's minus 2 over 3. There you go. I got my part A done. Okay. Somehow, when they give equation not involving x and y, most of the time, you just cannot solve them using factorization. So you have to use quadratic formula. And now, for this case, is true. And here, if you look at the equation here, the linear equation, equation 1, yeah, and you want to contemplate whether to use k as a subject, p as a subject. Now you notice that you have equal number of p and k. So it would be better to make k as a subject so that I would have avoided fraction, because I would have equal number of substitution to be made. Yeah, whether I make k as a subject or p as a subject, I will still have to substitute twice. So I'm gonna make k as a subject, and I'm gonna sub 3 in 2. Okay, the moment I substitute, I'm gonna write p plus p. My k is 3p minus 1 minus 2. K is 3p minus 1. Once again, expand this, p plus 3p squared minus p minus 6p plus 2 equals 0. Okay, 3p squared, we'll write this first, minus 6p plus 2. Notice we can, wait a minute, we cannot factorize this. Yeah, we have to use quadratic formula, minus b plus minus square root b squared. Now I'm going to square this straight away. Negative 6 squared 36. I don't want to write so many steps for AC. I hope you can understand that, right? 2a, so this is 6 plus minus, okay, 36 minus 12 times 2 is 24, so it's 12 over 6. Now here, if you use your calculator, you should get 0.4226. Normally we give the answer correct to 4 significant figure, unless they state otherwise, unless sometimes they will say give the answer correct to 3 decimal places, right? So I use 4 significant figure here. However, I just want to take note, because the textbook answer at the back, right, they give this answer as 1.5774. I guess that's because they want to what do you call that, match the number of decimal point. But actually we don't need such high level accuracy. We don't have to use 4 decimal places for everything, right? 4 decimal places or 4 significant figure or 3 decimal places, I think is sufficient. But anyhow, if you choose to give more decimal place, go ahead. Okay, all right, so I just write this down for you. The one in the bracket is the answer given in the textbook. So to find k, I'll just sub inside equation number 3. Okay, maybe I should write here sub in 3. My k will be 0.4226 minus 1. This will give us 0.2678. And the second one, if you use 1.5771 minus 1, you should get 3.731. But if you give 1.5774, yeah, which is the answer given in the textbook, you should get 3.7322, which is, yeah, way too accurate. All right, so that's all for question number 1. Let's move on to question number 2. All right, so we're going to find point of intersection, coordinate intersection between a curve and a straight line. Okay, now if you look at the curve, normally I wouldn't want to substitute directly. Like, I know some students would just call this equation 1, call this equation 2, or should I say make y a subject and substitute directly. I think fraction plus algebra equals to disaster, so I don't like fraction and algebra put together. A lot of students will tend to mess up, so I would just simplify this equation. Okay, number 1, I'll simplify the non-linear one. I'll just multiply everybody by xy. Now look at this, when I multiply by xy, picture this, the xy will cancel, I'm left with xy, x squared. When I multiply with xy here, the x and x will cancel, I'm left with 2y squared. And 1, you multiply xy, you get 1xy, so we can call this equation 1, right? And you can call this equation 2 and say from equation 2 make y as a subject. Yeah, because if you make x as a subject, you have fraction and you still have to substitute twice anyway, right? So I'll sub equation 2 in 1 now. The moment I sub inside 3 minus 2x squared equals to x, 3 minus 2x. Okay, let us expand this bracket. 9 minus 12x plus 4x squared equals 3x minus 2x squared. Let's simplify the bracket. Okay, I'm just going to multiply inside 1 by 1. So this is x squared minus 18 plus 24x minus 8x squared equals 3x minus 2x squared. Okay, okay, I'm going to do slowly. 1 minus 8 minus 7 plus 24 minus 18, 3x minus 2x squared. Bring the 7 over. Yeah, 7 minus 2, left with 5. 21 minus 3, sorry, minus 24 plus 3. is minus 21, and then negative 18 bring over is positive 18. 5 times 18 is the big number for 90. So to get 21, I should use 18, 15, 15 and 6. Yeah, 15 and 6. Yeah, this is 15 and 6. Yeah, what I'm saying is 9 times 5 times 18 is 90. The combination will be 90 and 1, what do you call that, 45 and 2, 30 and 3. That's very long, right, if you work out one by one. So I'm just going to use 15 and 6, because 15 plus 6 gives us 21 here. So both should be minus 15 minus 6, which is minus 21. So my x value is either 6 over 5 or 3. When I sub inside equation number 2, my y will be 3 over 5, and the second y will be negative 3. So just write the answer in the form of coordinates: 6 over 5, 3 over 5, and 3 minus 3. Alright, so that is question number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, now this question is a bit interesting, a bit different from the normal question that we have been solving, because they say they give us one of the solution, but they put one unknown h here, another unknown k here. So you're supposed to find for unknown h and k. Now we know if minus 2, 2 is a solution, what we can do is can sub inside. Yeah, remember, when a point lies on the curve or line, we say that the point satisfies the equation. When the point satisfies the equation, means we can substitute this coordinate. So your x is now minus 2, your y is now 2, and we say that it satisfied the equation. A satisfied equation means the left hand side must equals to the right hand side. Let's start off with the first equation and solve for h. So minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 plus h over 2. My h, sorry, this is equals h over 2. My h is just negative 2. Now for the second equation, 1 over x is negative 2, y is 2, result is k. So it's negative half plus 1, k is just half. Okay, so with that I got these two equations. So I'm going to sub inside h, x plus half y equals minus 2 over 2. Okay, should I make x or y subject? I think I just multiply by 2. 2x plus y equals negative 2. Y is minus 2x minus 2. So this is my equation 1. And for the second one, 1 over x plus 2 over y equals to half. I just multiply everybody by 2xy. So this will be 2y plus 4x. Okay, and this will be just xy. So equation number 2. When I sub 1 in 2, so 2 of minus 2x minus 2 plus 4x equals x minus 2x minus 2. Let us expand. Minus 4x minus 4 plus 4x equals minus 2x squared minus 2x. As I rearrange it, 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. We can divide by 2. Make the number smaller. Double bracket them. Plus and minus. So x is either 1 or minus 2. So, but take note that x coordinate here, the original information given here, they say that minus 2, 2 is already the solution. And you're supposed to find another solution. So we can't take x equals negative 2. So we'll have to take x equals 1. As we sub inside equation 1, you should be able to get your second solution, which is negative 4, right? So another solution will be 1 negative 4. The value of h is minus 2. The value of k is half. Okay, so that is for question number 3. Okay, moving on to question number 4. So, okay, the hypotenuse of a right angled triangle is 2x plus 3. Okay, so I draw a right angle triangle. The hypotenuse is 2x plus 3. The length of the other two sides are x and x plus y, so I'm going to call this x plus y. The perimeter of the triangle is 30. Okay, so the first thing we add up, x plus y plus x plus 2x plus 3 must be 30. So let us simplify further. Y plus 4x plus 3 equals 30. Y equals to 27 minus 4x. Okay, this is my first equation. Now, the second equation must be using Pythagoras. Now, you notice there's no other information given. If whenever you have a right angle triangle, we have to use, or should I say we can use Pythagoras theorem. So x squared plus y squared, x squared plus x plus y bracket square, equals to 2x plus 3 squared. Now, I'm thinking I wouldn't want to substitute at this stage, because if I substitute too early, I wouldn't expand at this stage. I know a lot of people would just expand first, or you can do that. If I expand at this stage, I will have to substitute y twice, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's better we substitute first before we expand. Yeah, could be easier, right? So this is my equation number 2. So I'm going to sub equation 1 in 2. So my x still the same, don't change. My y is 27 minus 4x. Square it. This is 2x plus 3 squared. Okay, let me expand this x squared. Okay, before I expand the bracket, let's simplify this. This will be 27 minus 3x. Yeah, still a big number, right? So yeah, equals to, okay, you may want to expand this first. 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. 27 squared, big number. 729. Yeah, minus 3 times 27 times 3, 162x, yeah, and 9x squared equals 4x squared, 12x plus 9. So let us just add this up. 9 plus 1, 10, 162x, 729, 4x squared, 12x plus 9. So 10 minus 4 is 6, minus 162 minus 12 minus 174, 729 minus 9 is 720. Notice we can divide by 6. Can we? Yes, we can. 174 divided by 6 is 29. Yeah, 29x. 720 divided by 6, 120. Okay, what's the factor of 120? 120, I should use 5 and 24. Yeah, 120 is 24 and 5. 24 plus 5, this is 29. So this is 5, this is 24. Now I would have two answers for x. Now I do not know which one to take. So before you decide which one to take, let us sub inside equation number 1. Sub in equation 1. So it's 27 minus 4. If I put 5 inside, I should get 7. Right. If I put 24 inside, 24 times 4, 96. 27 minus 96, negative 69. Can your length y be negative? That is impossible, right? Now, although y is not exactly the length, but we know if you take, even if you take x as 24, y is negative 69, you subtract, you would definitely get negative. Huh? So we can say since x more than 0, y must be more than 0. Therefore, we take x equals to 5, y equals to 7. Yep, only one answer. All right, question number 5. So here we are given a cuboid, yeah, with a square base. So I'm going to draw a square base like this. Okay, the total surface here is 66. Total length of the side is 40. So if you have a square base, we can call it xx, right? This is also x. The height, let's call it y. Now, number 1, your total surface area for a cuboid, you have 6 faces, top, bottom, which they're both the same. They're both x squared, and the front, back, left, right, they're all the same. They're all a rectangle, so there are 4 of them. Each side has area of x times y. X times y is, so in this case here, 4xy. And when you add them up, your total surface area will be 66. I think we can divide this by 2 to make the number smaller. X squared plus 2xy equals 33, but I do not know what to do. I'm going to leave it first. Now let's look at the second information given, the total length of side. Now if you look at the, they should use the word edges. Okay, I hope you know the difference. The sharp end is called a vertex, or if you multiple, we call it vertices. The line here, maybe I highlight for you. There are 12 of them. See, how many x do you have? X, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the edges. So x, you have 8 of them, 8 edges, right? Y, you will have, let's say, I count 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 edges for y. So when you add them up, your total or your sum of edges will be 40. So in this case, who should I make as a subject? Maybe I divide by 4 first to make the number smaller. And in this case, it's quite clear cut. Yeah, I can make y as a subject. And even then, I only need to substitute y once, right? So when you sub equation 2 inside equation 1, so you're going to write x squared plus 2x. My y is 10 minus 2x. The result equals 33. Let us expand 20x minus 4x squared equals 33. So 3 minus 4 is negative 3. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. I'm going to bring it over straight away. 3x squared, 20 I bring over, plus 33. I hope you can do that mentally. Yeah? So I'm just subtracting, should I highlight for you these two? I get negative 3 and I transfer over right away. Yeah. So now let us factorize this now. 3 times 33 is 99. The factor of 99, to get 20, I should get 11 and 9. Yeah, 11 plus 9 will give us 20. So to get 9, I should put 3 here, and this is 11. So both are minus. So x is either 11 over 3 or 3. So the next thing is you want to sub inside equation number 2. So your y is 10 minus 2, 11 over 2. So it's 30 minus 20, 22 over 3, 8 over 3. Now your y can also be 10 minus 2 times 3, 10 minus 6, 4. Okay, so we're not done yet. The question says find the possible volume of the cuboid. Now the question never say that you have to have integer length or edges that are integer. So in this case, we should accept both answer. But you have two possible volumes. And the first one, right? It can be, or should I say volume, not volumes, volume. The first one is x squared y. My first x is 11 over 3. I square it. I times my y, 8 over 3. Now this one, if you count, use your calculator, I'll leave it as mixed number 35, 23 over 27 cm cube. Whereas the second one, if I put 3 inside, is 3 square, y is 4, 3 square is 9, 9 times 4, 36 cm cube. So you have two possible answers. Alright, so the next question is question number 6. Now in question number 6, you are supposed to find out, so the point of intersection between the locus of a fish and the trajectory of the boat. So the fish is moving in a circular motion, yeah, and the equation is given, the boat moving in a straight line, yeah, and they both will intersect. So I think we start off with the equation for the boat. X equals to 3y minus 1. So this is my first equation. I'm just going to write down the equation for the fish. 2x squared plus 11y squared plus 2x plus 2y equals 0. Call this equation number 2. So when I sub 1 in 2, I don't write x anymore. I write 3y minus 1. I square it plus 11y squared plus 2, 3y minus 1 plus 2y equals 0. Alright, so let us expand this. This will give us 9y squared minus 6y plus 1, 11y squared, 6y minus 2 plus 2y. As I expand, I get 18y squared. 2 times 6 is 12. This is 2. 11y squared. 6 plus 2 first, I get 8, and then keep the minus 2 last. 18 plus 11 will give us 29. Minus 12 plus 8 is minus 4y. 2 minus 2, 0. So this is a quadratic equation with two terms. There's no constant c, so we can just take out common factor y. 29y minus 4 equals 0. Your y is either 0 or negative 4, right? Sorry, negative 4 over 29, yeah? Big number here. So you want to sub inside your equation number 1. So the first one, x is 3 times 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. The second one is 3 times negative 4 over 29 minus 1. So this is 12 minus 29. Okay, sorry, this is positive 4. Blunder here, positive 4. Yeah. So 4 over 29 times 3 is 12 over 29. 12 over 29 minus 1 is negative 17 over 29. So we just write our answer in the form of coordinate. Your coordinate will be x first, followed by y, and the second point is minus 17 over 29, 4 over 29. Alright, so that is number 6. Okay, moving on to number 7. I think this is the last one. Yeah. Okay, so here again you have a sailing boat moving in a circular manner. Yeah, equation locus given, and you have a speedboat moving on a straight line with this equation. Okay, so let's make y or x as a subject. Okay, so I think they're both the same. You see, if you look at the number of x and y that we have in this equation, they have equal number of x and y. So I think it's right, it's fine. I will just make y as a subject. If you want to make x a subject, it's okay. It's going to be the same. So you want to find a point of intersection. So sub 2 in 1. Okay, so 2x squared plus y, my y is x minus 1, I square it, plus 3x minus 5, my y is x minus 1, the result equals 25. Let us just expand. 2x squared plus 4, x squared minus 2x plus 1, this will be 3x minus 5x plus 5 equals 25. If you find I'm too fast, you can just slow down the speed. Alright, so yeah, you can play back and slow down the speed. So multiply inside here, so it's 4x squared minus 8x plus 4, this is minus 2x plus 5 equals 25. Okay, lastly, I just have to add this up. 2 plus 4, this is going to give us 6x squared. Minus 8 minus 2 is minus 10. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9. If I minus 25, I get negative 18. Oh, sorry, negative 16. The result equals 0. Divide by 2. Yeah, some people say slow and steady wins the race. No, slow is never steady. Fast and furious is better. Alright, so let's just factorize this. 3 times 8, 24. 24. To get 5, I should use 8 and 3. So to get 8, I have to put 8 here, 3 here. So this is 3, this is 8. The bigger number is negative because I want to get negative 5. So it's negative 8 plus 3, negative 5. So x is 8 over 3 or negative 1, right? So I just have to find my y. I sub inside equation number 2. My y is 8 over 3 minus 1 or minus 1 minus 1. So I get 5 over 3, negative 2. Okay, write down the coordinate. Your coordinate is x followed by y. 8 over 3, 5 over 3, negative 1, negative 2. Alright, that's all for this practice. So just before we go, if you think you've learned a lot from my explanation and you would like to have more video lesson, you can actually get some of this video lesson that comes with learning module right from us. I have lots of books and material that will definitely help provided you practice and watch the video as well. Right, so contact us. And we have classes as well. If you are interested, you can join us. You can call the number, WhatsApp us, or have more information through our website. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you learn, and as much as possible from my explanation here. Thank you. See you in the next video.